Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Thursday check-in. I am back in Santa Monica and I am actually heading back to Las Vegas tonight. So by the time this video goes live, I will be in Las Vegas in the middle of my work week. So it's just been non-stop for me, but I'm so happy to finally be home. Even though if I just have half a day with the collection, I'm able to sit down in my patio and share with you a handful of plants that I wanted to kind of piggyback onto this video. So like a Thursday check-in slash pot of fame, because I am just not really home right now. But after this work week in Las Vegas, I'll be coming back to Santa Monica and I will actually be home for a week and a half. So I'm looking forward to spending time with the collection. I want to literally go through every single part of the collection and gut out things that were not happy with me being away for the last couple of months, and just kind of start fresh and hit a reset button for plant life for the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And also this coming Sunday, I will be vending at Melrose Trading Post. So if you are in Los Angeles and would like to come down and support the channel or meet me, you can find me in Los Angeles this coming Sunday. But this week is my work week for Las Vegas, and I will be gearing up to go back to Hawaii next month in the middle of the month, so mid-April, and I plan on vending that weekend. So if you're in Hawaii, just stay tuned and I will be announcing dates on where and when I'm gonna vend. I'm shooting to vend in the middle of April on the island of Oahu. So if you guys are on Oahu and we're looking forward to me vending the month of February, mark your calendars because I will be going home in another couple of weeks. I just want to highlight 5 plant babies that are doing really well. I would love to go through the whole collection and share with you all of the new updates, but with hundreds of plants and right now with the crazy wind, it's so hard for me to like relax and be with the plant collection when the tree above me just totally trashed my whole patio and all of the plants in the patio. And I talk about that a lot on both the main channel and the vlog channel. One of the things that I was actually excited to see, which speaking of which, with me being away for a couple of weeks, I could say couple of months, I haven't really been home since November. A handful of houseplants really struggled with me being away that I had to just throw out and just kind of swallow my sadness. What else can I say? That's how plant life is. But my cactus and my succulents, guys, for the most part were drama free. And I want to share with you this update of my bear paw. And I don't know if you guys remember, several months ago it was looking really rough, and I decided to bring it out of the greenhouse and put it back on the succulent shelf for the current plant tour that I was filming. But ever since I moved it to this section here, which is that plant shelf that randomly fell, for whatever reason it loves living there. It had like a little glow up and all of the little bear paws are slowly starting to fill in, and I just couldn't help but to share it for a pot of fame for the month of February. I can't believe it's so adorable. So it's one of those succulents where you just kind of don't really pay attention to it and it'll find itself. But literally this was one of the succulents that I really struggled with last year, maybe because of the heavy rain, I'm not sure, but I think it was a combination of me not really being home the last couple of months and then me moving it from the greenhouse to the succulent shelf to eventually moving it to this shelf here against my patio wall. And for whatever reason, the combination of the location and just me not being around, it filled up. So if you're struggling with this plant, maybe try moving it to a different part of your space and just kind of forgetting about it. And this is such a really fun update. It's so cute, but it's one of those things where you just don't want to touch because it'll start falling apart. And the cool thing is that you can easily propagate it and make more babies. But I'm like trying my best to get this nice and full again. So very fun update. Another small but fun update. This particular variegated Indian corn cob is living in the front of my studio. And let me tell you, all of my plant babies in the front of my home, 0 problems. So that's another thing. If you are trying to get into plant life or trying to figure out the type of plants that'll work best for your lifestyle, what I have come to conclusion of me not being around for 2-3 months is that cactus and succulents is going to be your go-to, because I literally had 0 problems with them. It was the house plants, a lot of them died over the last couple of weeks, and it is what it is. I wasn't home and things like that happened. But take a look at this very fun update. Do you see how so cute? It's growing little arms. Oh my goodness, so cute. So I wanted to bring this up for February pot of fame. I had this particular variegated Indian corn cob for a couple of years, very low maintenance, and very soon I'll go through the collection when we move into the new house, when my room is set up, and just bring a few plants that maybe I have duplicates of, that I know are drama free and can easily fill a few spaces in my new room that I would like to have some kind of plant life. Because right now I do have a handful and they're super easy. I can be gone from Las Vegas for 2 weeks and no problem. So I will do that in the next upcoming month, going through the collection and pulling plants that are duplicates in my collection and taking it to my Vegas room. Just a few to just kind of make it look a little bit more jungle vibes. So very fun update, and yeah, really can't say much about it. I know right before my grandma went back to Hawaii, there was heavy rain while I was in Las Vegas, and she covered the front with plastic. So thank you, Grandma, for thinking about the plant babies, because we don't want them to get overwatered. And you guys seen that in the past years of how I handle the heavy rain when it comes every now and then. Here's a very fun update, which actually my dancing bone ripsalis, I had to replant it in a different planter because the original one, I accidentally knocked it over because I don't know, it wasn't in the spot it normally was, and when I was in the patio watering the collection with the hose knocked it over. Several years now, this ripsalis has been in this thrifted planter. I really like it. I'm about to throw it out though, because the bottom part of it is cracked from the fall. So now it's living in a cobalt blue planter. But I'm gonna like look through all of my planters once I go through the whole collection, and I'm gonna pair some of my plants in Vegas with planters here and maybe switch them out. It's in this cobalt blue planter, but I wanted to share with you the start of what's going on here. So as you see, it's about to bloom for me, and this thing is just so low maintenance out of all of my ripsalises. This is one of my easiest ones to grow. Doesn't need much, and it is a bloomer for me. So I absolutely love this plant. It was probably one of the first ripsalises that I purchased into the collection that got me into a ripsalis kick. So if you guys come across this plant, I highly recommend it. Very easy, low maintenance, and again, it blooms for you. Super cute. Another fun update is my Fila Dendron Rio. I have 2. This is the one I purchased, and the one for my subscribers is also doing well. I'm looking at it from here. This has been living in my studio, but since I've been away, it's been living on my Tiffany blue table. But lots of new growth on every single section. You can just kind of go through the plant and see that it's doing perfectly fine in the setup it's in. Also, I do want to say, when I purchased the plant, like, I think they mixed it in to maybe, you know, put some fluff in it, because this is not variegated and all this is variegated. So just be careful when you plant shop. But maybe I'll just keep it in here, or maybe not, but it's okay. But my Philodendron Rio, guys, doing so good. So who knows, maybe I might just keep it outside. I mean, I will keep it outside for the week since I'm gone. But very fun update, and let me know in the comments down below if this is considered a rare plant for you, or is it a common plant for you in your part of the world, because I think still now in my part of the world, this is a very sought out, expensive trailing house plant, which just kind of like always surprises me, the cost of plants nowadays. So if you can like purchase a cutting and maybe start small, I might be able to take 1 or 2 cuttings from this mother plant. I did sell off a few cuttings to subscribers. Reach out to me in a direct message if you are in the US mainland. Last plant update, my Pilia Peppermint. Pilia Peppermint. This is my second mother plant. and I want to share with you the awesome blooms. Take a look. So if you see here, you see a bunch of blooms, and then let me turn it around here so you can see the blooms here. I think they're just so adorable. Let me know if your mother plant has ever bloomed for you. And this is the current vibe of my mother plant. At first I was like propagating from it, and then I stopped because I like the fullness of the plant. So it's just growing like crazy, and this lives full time on my Tiffany blue table. But how adorable are these blooms? And they took off, like started appearing before I went to Hawaii, so I wanted to like come home right away and check if it was still there so I could share it on the channel. But this is the current status and look of my mother plant, and it's cute little blooms. So that is gonna wrap up this week's Thursday check-in slash pot of fame. I'm back in Santa Monica just for a couple of days, but I am leaving tonight to go to Las Vegas for the work week, and I'll be back in Santa Monica next week. I will be vending this Sunday at Melrose Trading Post in Los Angeles. So if you are in the city and would like to come on down, I'll be there from 9 to 5. So that's gonna wrap up another Thursday check-in. I already miss Hawaii, but I will be going back home, and the house does feel quiet and empty without my grandma here. And I will share everything on the vlog channel for my daily uploads. So if you haven't subscribed to the vlog channel, go ahead and find it, Jewel of Hawaii. I daily vlog my life along with my solo travels, and that is happening every day except Thursday, where you can find me here on the main channel. So between both channels, you get a daily upload 5 a.m. California time. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. I will see you next week Thursday. I will probably check in from Las Vegas perhaps, so you can see a different background, and I will come back to Santa Monica on a Thursday check-in 2 weeks from now. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. And again, if you would like to purchase any of my merchandise, whether it's my resin art or the face mask, also my grandma is making new canvas totes, which is so exciting because I absolutely love the material from Hawaii. She's working on that right now, and that is going to be for our 2021 Planting with Jewelyn merchandise. And hopefully in the upcoming weeks, since I will be home a little bit more in March, I will be able to film some Planting with Jewelyn content on this channel. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me, whether you are locally supporting me here in California, Hawaii, Las Vegas, or watching the channels wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me. And please keep my grandma and my family in your prayers as my grandma gears up for dialysis and just the healing process of my auntie's passing. But we are gonna go home next month to celebrate her life with the rest of my family. I will see you soon. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California, and the collection. Bye guys.